Okay, I left last night feeling pretty okay about what I put together. I thought it had a lot of components that usually you wouldn't find, and I thought it was an okay not a terribly far cry from what might be there at the English breakfast. I'm not trying to get very aggressive here. I'm saying, if you guys read the comments I received last night after posting a photo of this English breakfast on Reddit, like, you'd be pissed off too. How are we doing, everybody? This is kind of an unexpected thing going on. Not really. There was always going to be a return of Baka Delicious, but this is the now, this is the here, and we are back. We are bigger. There are 3 cameras pointed at me instead of 2, and I'm the same person. I'm Aaromine. You might remember me from before. I sound like a cult leader. Okay, we might restart this.
The brand new, limited edition, only get a couple of these, hopefully, maybe more.
If you like them. The Baka Delicious Show, hosted by yours truly, Aaron Scott, Aaromine, Target Go Boom. Any of the above, you can call me, and that's perfectly fine. I'm already getting very sweaty. You can see I have a lot of food laid out before me, because today we are going to be making the biggest English breakfast I can really conceptualize. I am here to kind of reflect and go back to when I decided it was a good decision in my life to make this English breakfast. That is not a fucking English breakfast. Although this looks unappetizing to me. Oh wait.
It used to say disgusting.
I think they changed it.
Yeah. It used to say, this looks disgusting to me. Person could ever
Dude,
eat.
this is an abomination. This is an abomination. And I'm like, that's just not true. Oh. Understand, I'm gonna be giving you multiple preparations of different ingredients. Understand, I'm gonna be doing my best to put on a good show. I got a light pointed at me, it's a little hot. I got all eyes on me, so bear with me. I hope you missed me, and I'm gonna run down basically what's gonna be going on today. All right, what we got? We got classic bratwurst. Now, I understand English breakfast. I didn't do a lot of research. Could be sausage, could be bratwurst. I'm not really sure. I got bratwurst. Oh, these, I'm gonna fry some up, just plain old Jane, slice them up on the plate, easy. And the rest of them, I'm actually gonna take the meat out of the casing and use them for some, what are they called? What are they called? They're not called Dutch eggs. They're called Scotch eggs. They're called Scotch eggs. Sauteed mushrooms, quickly sort of scorched tomatoes. We got fat bacon. This shit's nice. We're gonna cut this shit thick, nice thick slab of bacon. We have some garlic scapes, very limited number of supply, because I stole them from work and they are old. They are pretty old, so hopefully those are gonna be read on a page somewhere that cabbage is used in English breakfast. So we are going to be using some cabbage, gonna saute it up, gonna cook all the water out of it. Yum, yum, delicious. Start my day off right. We're gonna be doing some poached eggs. We're gonna be making a Yorkshire pudding, which is what these sort of beef dripping type things are for. I also saw y'all hate Van Camp beans. Apparently y'all need Heinz, but I couldn't find Heinz beans. I can add some ketchup into these beans, but I don't think that's what you people wanna see. When I did this for me and Baka, I used the molasses beans, which she really thought you guys also didn't really wanna see. So we got Van Camp's tomatoes and beans. I'm sweating, this shirt is tight, but it's okay. I hope that wasn't too loud. I hope I didn't hit my microphone. All right, so, let me kind of fill y'all in on what's been going on. We got some new equipment. We got a hot plate, so we're gonna be doing a lot of our cooking over here. So y'all gonna be having, it's gonna be happening right here. We're not gonna be moving around the kitchen as much. We got a fixed mount right there on that cabinet, on this camera right here. Y'all gonna see me, hello. We painted, renovated, looks nice, right? Becca did all that shit. Looks fantastic. I kind of picked out the curtains. Book on display, step on the dog's paw. You can't even see the dog. Dog, say hi. Hi, you might have been able to see her. Anyways, we have a lot of new equipment to work with, bigger ideas, bigger kind of meals coming at you. I've made the English breakfast probably 2 or 3 times before, and it was kind of a hit, so I'm trying to keep it a hit. Let's get started. Keep my energy up, don't pass out. It's 84 degrees, I know a lot of y'all have it hotter. Essentially what we're gonna start with, I think we need to kind of go in order. Oh, we also have potatoes. We're gonna be doing some potato cakes. But what we're gonna start with, we really need to get our soft-boiled eggs for our I really can't remember the name of them. The eggs covered in the sausage and then the breadcrumbs, we fry them. Then we gotta get the eggs ready for those. So we gotta get some water on, gotta plug in our boy here. I believe we're good to go. You guys can see this. Hopefully, I'm gonna come check y'all out. We are officially still rolling on all the cameras. You guys should still be able to hear me because I got this thing hooked up to me now and it's a little better than before. So what we're gonna do, it's on. First time using it. Oh, it's on now. Why is this flashing this? Oh, 3. I don't know what that means. That's what I'm saying. It's like I should have, as a customer, as a consumer, read the product review and understood what pans I could use, but it just doesn't. I felt like my pans have the thing, those ones are you can use, but it's like, just look at the bottoms. They look the same. Okay, already hinder me. I'm back. I'm trying something new. First episode, literally 10 seconds in. Fuck you. That's what happened to me on this episode. Okay, everybody. Problem solved. Kind of solved. So I can't boil the water on the induction burner. I don't have the right pot. You need a stainless steel pot. So I have a certain pot. I have a certain pan that works. So I can still do everything else over here, right? But over there, I gotta boil some water. But just know, water's going. Okay. So, because of the hiccup, what we're now gonna focus on is actually the most exciting part of this, the Yorkshire pudding. So, plan is crack 3 eggs into a mixing bowl. We're gonna add about 3/4 cup of milk and 3/4 cup of flour, some salt, and then all those drippings that I have. And I'm gonna try and do that in the big pan you just saw me put back. We're gonna take this big pan that was supposed to work with that but don't work with that. We're gonna heat them up and we're gonna throw it in the oven on like a high heat, so hopefully this raises this basically pancake really quickly and we get a nice rise on our Yorkshire pudding. Let's reorganize. Let's reorganize ourselves. This is the Baka Delicious show. It's never goes how it's supposed to go. First things first. It's been a minute since we've done this. It'll never go how you think it's gonna go. So we got the beef drippings, probably like, I don't know, maybe a 1/4 cup, maybe less. It's just going right in the pan. Honestly, it's just going right in there. You got some of the fond that I had to scrape up, and then honestly, I'm just throwing it in the oven, letting it preheat, and that's that. Got 3 eggs in there. We're looking for a 1/4 cup measure or a 3/4 cup measure. Do our flour first. We're gonna do about 3/4 cup of, it says whole milk. I don't have whole milk, so I'm gonna add a little bit of heavy cream to increase like the milk fat content. A splash of the heavy cream. And then it just needs a little bit of salt, just a pinch. Easy. We're gonna go ahead, give it a mix, make sure everything stays really nice and incorporated. And hopefully all the Brits don't hate this Yorkshire pudding. They can. I don't really know what they do. They can come after me, I guess, if they really want to. I don't. So we have this ready to go. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grate our potatoes because these potatoes need to be grated for the potato latkes. The water's almost boiling. I'm gonna salt the water. Do you salt water to hard boil eggs? I don't think you need to. I'll salt it when I need to, what's it called, man? I forget the name. I just forget all the cooking techniques the minute the cameras come on. Cause okay, we're fine. We're A-okay. Next plan, grate your potatoes. I don't know. I don't really know how to tell you guys how to chop potatoes or how to, grate potatoes well. It's like, watch out for your fingies, watch out for your hands. If you feel a cut, call 911, go to your local emergency room. And the point of these latkes, or like the really part that'll stop them from working too well, is if we don't get all the water out of the potatoes. So how you do that is you put them in like a strainer or a colander or a sieve or something. I salt my potatoes. I don't think you can. I don't think like you really need to. I think you can probably just kind of let them do their thing and they'll release a lot of their water naturally, but I salt mine a little bit. You got your potatoes right there. You can see them. You can see them. You can see them. Do a little doop-a-doop-a-doop. My water's going. So I'm gonna drop in 2 eggs for the Scotch eggs. There you go. They're boiling. We can probably get the sausage out of the casing for our Scotch eggs. I think that's probably the next best bet. All right, so you just give these sausages a nice little slice. on their casing, and then you can just take the casing right off. Oh, just take a little bite. These are raw, just so you know, if you can't tell. If you've never been able to tell if a sausage is raw or not. Color, texture, viscosity, smell, taste. Probably make the breadcrumbs next. And we can go ahead and put this in the pack. We're gonna do it. We're gonna throw them in there. It did not sizzle up. It did not. This is bad. It's not like that, it's not bad, but it's pretty not great. It's in there. I'm trying, I understand how a Yorkshire pudding, I think, is supposed to operate, and I don't think mine operated the way it's supposed to operate. I'm also gonna get these eggs out of here, because I think they might be done. Like 8 minutes. I'm gonna leave them on for another minute, because I swear to God, if those eggs aren't cooked, I'm gonna kill myself. Those eggs look done. If they're not done, I'm gonna fucking end it. Bread's going in. You can see it. It's going in there, right? Bread. That's just bread. Look at that. That's honestly just bread. We close it. This is the lid. Lid for the bread. That was pretty funny. All right, we're coming over here. We're checking on the eggs. We're checking in on the eggs. We're checking on them. They look fine. We're gonna cover our eggs in ice water. We're gonna put we're putting ice water on our egg. Next step is we're gonna start working on all of our meats. I'm actually gonna come over and give y'all kind of a look into the oven at this Yorkshire pudding, because it's actually turning out a great deal better than I kind of envisioned it would, right? Isn't that's like kind of sick looking right there, you know what I mean? That's like kind of nice. I don't know if that matters. The Yorkshire, you guys know that you guys saw that Yorkshire in the oven. That Yorkshire looked pretty good. You know, we're just gonna ignore that. We're just pretending like that wasn't said. Like that's not something we heard today. What we're gonna do, we're actually gonna turn this on for the first time. We're actually gonna use it now, because it did make me a little mad earlier, but we are gonna use it. Go ahead and get our little oil boy. Dude, I swear you guys have to be able to hear that, right? Get our eggs. Our hopefully hard-boiled eggs. Here, I'll do this for you guys too. We are going to drop our bratwurst into our pan now. That's the next play. We're gonna season with salt and pepper, easy. That's all you ever need to season with. Most of the time, all you ever need to season with salt and pepper. Got our brats, they're going in. So, probably hit them with some pepper. I wish this wasn't the only pan I could use to cook with, but here we are. Oh shit, got my tongs. We all good, everybody can see me? Everybody can see me. Yes. All right, we taking our boy. That's hot. That's a hot pan. So those are kind of burnt now, but they're not totally burnt. I'm gonna turn it down just a wee. Go ahead and mix up our breadcrumbs. Get our eggs. Got some of that. Probably split it in two. It's like if I received them in a restaurant and I paid for them, I feel like I might be upset. You know what I mean? Like I might call the waiter back over. I think that this Scotch egg might give me a little bit more trouble than I kind of gave it credit for. And I wouldn't be like furious because I'm receiving this beautiful, fresh product. Dude, I really can't for the life of me remember what these things are called. Scotch egg, but it vanishes every 10 seconds. Like it's really out of my mind. Yeah, they're okay. I think that these aren't the best sausages I've ever cooked in my life, but like they're there. We are actually also gonna get some oil on to fry our Scotch eggs. We're gonna start heating up this oil, boys. We're gonna drop the bacon in the pan. Bacon's now in the pan, everybody. And I poked my bratwurst and it fucking spit out at me. It literally spit out gunk at me. Juice. These bratwursts, I want them out of the pan, so I'm gonna throw them in the oven. Finish cooking. To finish cooking, maybe 5 minutes, easy. I'm gonna get this backwater going. You literally have no idea what's going on back there. Maybe this camera sees it, maybe. This camera over here, you can see the thing. You can see my oil. and you can see my water. But over here, all you can see is my bacon. I don't think it's gonna get very crispy unless I do a pretty high heat on that shit. That's cursed for no reason. I'm Batman, that's cursed. Batman, I say bad words. It's almost like a ham steak. This bacon's almost like a ham steak. Thick bacon's just a ham steak. I think I'm fine saying that. Squeeze out all of our potato juice, you'll see. You can see though, that's gross. That's just gross. That's just nasty. You see, that's just, you literally can't see it, but I think you're lucky you can't see it, that's good. Squeeze out some fucking potato water, you tell me that's not disgusting. And basically for the potatoes, what you're gonna do, you're gonna wanna get a pan nice and hot, and you're gonna wanna do an even layer of the potatoes on the bottom, right? You don't need any binder, you don't need any egg, you don't need any, nothing like that. I don't even think you should cook along with this. I don't think this is a cook along type thing. I don't think this is that type of video. I think this is just watch a man do something. Yeah, GoPro just turned off on itself. It says I'm too hot. Can't do it. Now, if you'll kindly see, we're gonna come over here and we're gonna drop some stuff into some boiling oil. Hello, we're taking this Scotch egg right here, this one right there, and we're throwing them in this oil right here. So yep, we're just gonna let him fry. You know, he's not done until that sausage is cooked, so it's gonna take a minute. So probably around like a 7 or 6 heat, if that means anything to anybody. And you're gonna see me, we're taking the bacon out of the pan, because that bacon's cooked. Bacon's cooked now. You can see, we can come in. He's just frying, everybody. He's just going. We'll give him a flip for you. You can see he's getting crispy. There's a little bit of exposure. That's fine. That's fried egg right there. That's fried egg, baby. That's fried egg. I'm now gonna start working on the potato cake. So in order to get that going, you just take your potato. It's already kind of squeezed out. And hopefully this works. If this don't work, then that's on me, and we just got some hash brown. Potato cake coming along, you can see him nicely. Kinda, there you go. There's him in a little nicer. Throw some oil around there. Throw some oil around that guy, just so we don't stick. So, we're now gonna pull out our first Scotch egg. You can see him. This is my first ever Scotch egg, people, and I'm holding it over boiling oil. Oh my goodness.
If this don't work, then that's on me, and we just got some hash brown.
Everybody, I think we might just be having some hash browns. Definitely you wanna season these latkes. Don't be like me. Where's my salt and pepper? It's not like a potato cake, but it's crispy potatoes. If that's more American breakfast, then maybe I'm on more American breakfast right now. And it still kind of is a fucking potato cake, so fuck you guys, all right? The next thing we're probably gonna be doing is going to be poaching eggs and cooking some eggs. Our second egg is coming out, he's out, he's safe. And next, we're actually gonna be doing our mushrooms, our tomatoes, our cabbage. Garlic scapes, I guess I can just cook off with the mushrooms. So that's what we'll be doing. The way I do mushrooms for an English breakfast is I just kind of throw them in whole. I leave the caps down and the stems up so they can kind of cook through the thickest, meatiest part. Throw some oil in there, salt, pepper, and kind of just let them go. I know this meal had its ups and its downs, but what else we got over there? We got the garlic spears. That's something that you weren't expecting to see. Cause it doesn't matter, it's not supposed to be there. You can see there, mushrooms starting to get some nice color on them on all 3 angles. Water is coming up to a boil. Gonna go ahead and throw some salt in there. I might be wrong, but I think that vinegar helps poach eggs, so I'm gonna do a little splash of vinegar in there. I just think it might do something to the proteins in the egg. One of the last and most important things that I almost forgot because they're set way over here and it just looks like a normal can in my kitchen is the Heinz beans. Get these fucking beans. Hello? Did I not open this can of beans? I'm doing something wrong apparently. So we're just gonna dump them in. Just dump those beans in there, and these should need no help. Should I get some toast going? Should I go to the toaster? I think I get some toast. Toast. So I guess what's gonna happen, essentially, is we're gonna go over there, we're gonna do our poached eggs, and look at our beans maybe, I guess. That'll be done. We'll come back over here, we'll do the cabbage, we'll do the quail eggs, and we'll do the tomatoes, and we'll call it done. We're grabbing our eggs. And, not to mention eggs, the soft poached eggs. First time ever poaching an egg. Don't leave the colander in the water and drop the egg into it because it'll instantly bind to the colander. It's like it'll bind around in the water, around the colander and form. It's like, you know what I mean? It's not like It's already formed, and then the colander's moving the formed object. It's like it's forming with the colander. These are our proposed poached eggs. They're sitting in just a little bit of water so they don't stick, and they, you know what I mean? They kind of have some buoyancy and some jiggliness to them. I guess I don't know how to tell if they aren't cooked, but they look cooked, certainly. We're gonna start doing the last little bit of our preparation now before assembly, and we might actually start assembly too. Maybe I do the tomatoes first, or the quail eggs. I'm gonna do the quail eggs first. On quail eggs, what I understand you do, you might cut off the top of this with a knife, because if that doesn't work, then I'm pretty sure you just crack them like a human being. Okay, it's fine. I guess you just do it like normal then. We're frying a quail egg, boys. Oh my gosh. Everybody, the Baka Delicious show. This is garbage. It's okay though. It's actually a wonderful episode, full of everything you expect to see from the show. We might just not even fucking do the cabbage. We're not doing the cabbage. I'm saying it. Good, good, good. 3. I enjoyed cooking the quail eggs. I did not enjoy cracking the quail eggs. Quail eggs in the pan. Quail egg out of the pan. We're almost done. We're literally almost done. We just have to assemble. All in all, I think this was a good experience. I think I had a lot of things trying to tear me down. We got our tomatoes, our last little bit. All we're gonna do, take them, you just put them in. Yorkshire pudding that has deflated, but if it was not deflated, you would understand the principle of it. We put our potatoes down inside the Yorkshire. That's the photo right there. It's a good photo. You got tomatoes, you literally have toast. We got our bacon, pick it up with your bare hands. This is your breakfast, eat it. It is a toasted bread product, it is toast. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Baka Delicious show, where I made the fantastic English breakfast with more things than you can probably count on your fingies. You get some of your fried little eggs. He's puffing up a little too much. That's fine. He might be fucked, but he doesn't matter because it's gonna go on the thing anyways. You have eggs of multiple varieties you can see in the photo if you look. If you use the eyes God gave you, you can look. The fact that you can pick up a fucking fried egg like that is a little alarming, but you throw an egg there, you throw an egg on, this is a breakfast. And since I guess there would have been some cabbage, but oh, we forgot the beans. Everybody, it's almost done, look. Thought it couldn't be done, but there's a fucking giant British breakfast. We're going in. Tomato first. I love it. I love a cooked tomato. Crispy mushroom. Delicious mushroom. I'm going in with the beans. Going in with beans. Quail egg kind of good. You're fine, but like, do you mind? This is my English breakfast. This is the Baka Delicious show. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And up until the part this dog started barking, I don't even know who let this dog in here. I hope that you guys have had a good time. I'm Aaron, Aaromine, Target Boom, whatever the fuck you want to call me. This has been Maple. This has been an English breakfast, a little bit too big for anyone to consume by themselves. Make it with your family. And let me know if you guys want to see anything special. I have some ideas coming at you. I have more shows coming at you. And I will see you guys next time.